Heyo people, welcome to the finale video of the Road to Spectre on Mass Effect 3, and as you can see in the background, it's gameplay I got after I was like I don't remember, like 2 or 3 games after the final of the Road to Spectre. I just kind of played around with some other kits that I didn't get to use, and this is the Geth Trooper Soldier, easily one of my favorite soldiers just because of how Fortification buffs up his, if you evolve it the right way, it buffs up Flamer, so it's like 10 times, well not 10 times, but it's way better than the Vorch's is. So that's just kind of there while I talk in the background, so, like reflecting back on the Road to Spectre, in the beginning of it, I really wasn't, like, when I bought the game, and I played through it on my other account, I was looking at them like, you know what? This would be kind of a good idea to do a Road to, like, something like a Road to Spectre series. Of course, I didn't call it like that. I was kind of just, like, promoting stuff, or I didn't really come up with a title for it. So my friend suggested that I kind of do something like that. And then this was back in, I don't remember, I think it might have been, like, over the summer when I had gotten the game. And I wish I had started it earlier. I really wish I had, because, when I'd started it now, it was, like, in January, a couple months before the game's anniversary, and most of the time when a game grows that old, if it's not like a, in my, I don't know what word I'm looking for, in my experience, it doesn't stay that popular for that long. So, when that rolled around, and as you can tell by the end, like near the end of the Road to Spectre, it was kind of empty. I mean, not as many people were playing it, not as much new stuff was coming out. I mean, yeah, I started playing after the Retaliation DLC. Luckily, I was there for the Reckoning DLC, which was, I don't know, it was a pretty good DLC. It wasn't as good as the ones before the Retaliation. I don't remember. I think it was Earth. Earth was probably my favorite. But yeah, being late to start and all that kind of bummed me out. I really wish I had started it early if I could have changed something about it. Yeah, so once we had gotten into it, it started off real slow, as you could probably see. I mean, starting out on bronze, I was a little hesitant to go into silver. I think I could have started out on silver, but I guess I was too paranoid. I was really paranoid throughout this series as well, which I really shouldn't have. I needed to be more confident. And I think it was about a couple games in that I got the Fury. That was freaking awesome. I think that was what catapulted me into into believing that, hey, this could actually be good. Because once I started it, I remember how difficult it was to unlock all this stuff on my other account, and I'm like, this is a bad idea. But once I got the Fury in a veteran pack, I mean, come on, that was a godsend. And that was, so that kind of threw me into silver and such. That inspired me to do silver. And then as I kept getting more classes, I think after that was the Asari Huntress. I'm not going to sit here and recap all of them, but I think that was the Asari Huntress. Things got better. Things tended to flow rather quickly. I didn't really get as much equipment and weapons as I'd really hoped to. I kind of wish I did, but character-wise, looking back on this, I really got a lot of good characters, and I should be really thankful for that. I think, like, recapping some of them, like when I got the Ghost and the Havoc, and I don't remember what else. Well, the Fury, obviously. And some Vanguards. I didn't really get a lot of good Vanguards. I mean, recapping on some of the harder classes to evolve, I don't know, but the Vanguards always came last, and I don't know if that was what some people wanted, because other people are good with Vanguards, and I'm just really not. I don't like the class, as you've heard many times over the course of the series. But I really wish I had gotten the Batarian Brawler or the Krogan Battlemaster, which would have made both leveling up the Vanguard easy, and it would have inspired me to go to other enemy forces besides the Reapers, because the Krogan Vanguard against Cerberus is actually pretty good, considering you do have a weapon that is good against Phantoms, which I'm not sure if I did. I might have had a shotgun. The Reaver Carbine is such a good weapon on him. Batarian Brawler, same thing. He's really good against Phantoms because his melee is godly. And the Reaver Carbine on him is ridiculous, especially with the weapon synergy evolution for Biotic Charge. But that didn't happen, so we had to kind of make do with what we had. I mean, the Asari Vanguard was really good. for when I used it on silver. Kind of wish I had gotten it in gold. And once I got the human vanguard for the Cerberus Phoenix, that was actually I was kind of surprised at how good that was. Like the biotic charge, lash, smash, or not lash, but smash and biotic charge combo. Smash is just an ungodly or a godly power. It's great. It's crazy. I should have had more faith in that. But yeah, looking back on all the characters I got, I don't think I could have asked for more except the Krogan Battlemaster, Batarian, Brawler, and maybe the Krogan Warlord. Some more Sentinels like the Paladin, maybe. Paladin is such a great Sentinel. But other than that, I really can't complain about what characters I got. Probably the way I played with most of the characters, I kind of played like an idiot, threw myself out in spaces. Where I got grabbed all the time. And then maybe one thing else I would have changed, I would have gone up against other forces, because if you look back at the series, all I played was Reapers. I played Cerberus like, I don't know, what, three, 4 times maybe. Geth was probably even worse than that, and so Collectors. Collectors, they're so similar to Reapers, but they're like a combination of Cerberus and Reapers, just because the troops that shoot are so ridiculously good. Collector Captains and Collector Troopers and Abominations, don't even get me started on those abysmal things. But yeah, had I gotten certain classes, I don't really like to say this, but had I gotten certain classes, I would have done that. Say the Krogan Battlemaster, definitely the Krogan Warlord. Krogan Warlord is only, no, not only, but really good against Geth because there's no sync kill ability for them, and you can just go around hammering everything. And it's just a load of fun. I love it. But yeah, it was just, looking back on the way this series turned out, I honestly, going back to if I could have changed anything, it would have been some of my attitude in some of these games. Seriously, I go back and watch my own videos, and I'm like, man, I sound like such a baby. How could people like this? But, I mean, people showed support on all of them by liking and disliking, which I appreciate. I really do, because that's basically my feedback on how did people like it or people not like it. And I'm very grateful for all of you who did, in fact, rate it. Another thing, team games. I really wish I'd done more of that for the closer, for the finale of it. I was going to have people come in. I had put something up on BSN to recruit some people, just like I did. I think it was in the 40s. Yeah, game 40 or 40s, whatever. But due to some issues that happened, like right as I was about to record it, I couldn't. So I kind of had to just finish it up. Luckily, when I was playing the last couple games, I got some pretty good XP because I was doing random maps, and I got like 40 or 400,000 XP, and that made me level up way faster. Which was, Vanguards, I don't want to be stuck on them for very long. So it was really nice. I was very happy. Let's see what else. I mean, some of the teammates I got during those games. I mean, of course, the team games. Those were so godly. I almost felt bad playing those team games because I felt like I was holding them back. They're just like that cryo game where we were playing Glacier, and they're going around setting up cryo explosions and then detonating them on Geth. It's just rape fests, and I wasn't really doing much that game. I was kind of trying to help where I could, but using all the bad equipment, or the not as good equipment as they had, kind of held them back in my eyes. That's what it looked like. But I was so grateful to them for helping me. Near the end, I was kind of glad that we got so much good stuff, like the combination of getting the Ghost, and then we got the Lancer like 2 games after that. That was like the best time. I hate to say like all the time, but it was probably the best time. It was the time during the series where I was looking forward to playing it again. Not that I wasn't looking forward to playing again, but when you fail, say, 3 games in a row, your confidence is in fact shaken, which mine definitely was, especially in the beginning where we couldn't even pass silvers. Gold was a different story, but silvers, that was kind of heartbreaking. But that's, of course, factoring in all, like, what my team is doing. It's hard to support a whole team on your own. It can be done, trust me. But it's just really difficult at sometimes. Another thing, like gold games, I hated how this kind of factors into another thing that I was talking about. If like the length of the videos, I look back into my playlist of this, and like most of the games are at least over 20-25 minutes long, which is kind of what I was hoping for the longer games where they're like half an hour or longer. Kind of scares me because not a lot of people have can fit a half an hour video into their daily lives, much less a 20-minute video. So I felt kind of guilty for doing that. That's why I kind of tried to hurry up stuff as fast as I can. I don't know why I was turning Fortification off right there. It was a visual thing. But anyway, it was really weird because I don't know. The length of the videos is just, if they were long, they were long. I tried to edit them down. That's kind of why I resorted to cutting out when I was like sync killed by banshees, or I had bled out or something. I don't know if people like that because they couldn't see if we did in fact fail the wave and the mission. Then they didn't really get to see what happened. But some of those were like 15 minutes long, where there was one guy left trying to kill 4 banshees, which was really painful to watch. But in hindsight, that was kind of nice that I didn't have to show that, because people would get bored out of their skulls. Yeah, some of like the failures I was kind of bummed by, but in the end they only made my confidence stronger, where I wanted to finish this series. And I'm so glad it was finished before 100 videos, seeing as how this playlist will end up at, I think, like, what, 93? Yeah, 93, because, yeah, whatever. But still, I figured this would be longer than that, but thank God it wasn't. And back to when I was talking about how I thought I was going to do this 6 times. Back at the beginning, I thought it was going to be so easy that I could do this 6 times. Now that I look at it, it was so ridiculously hard, but it might have gotten easier because of the new characters and equipment I got to do it like 6 times. And I remember when I was going to make an update video, if you remember this, when I was talking about that during some of the games, the update video just never came out. I was going to talk to you guys about, should I just stop the series after I had promoted everyone twice, or should I go promotions twice, level 20, get everyone up to level 20, so it would look like everyone had been promoted twice, but they were level 20. But then that would kind of be like showing that we promote them, or it looked like I'd promote them 3 times, which is kind of not really what I was going for. Especially after I said 6 times, I'd lowered it down to 3. And then after I looked at it, and I'm like, no, 3 is just a little too much, so I'll just go 2. And 2 was long enough, I think. I mean, I got good weapons, I got good characters. I got good characters even after I got, like, maxed out their classes, which kind of made me sad, especially this Geth Trooper. I love this guy. I made this, if you're wondering, sorry this is a little late, but if you're wondering what my build is, I'll put it in the description. It's more of a tankier, non-hunter mode build. And it's just, I love this guy. It's crazy how great he is. And I wish I had done more of the operations too. I had missed so many of them because I was just not looking forward to playing. And it's nothing against the game, it's just, I hated showing failures. I hated showing how bad I was playing, how reckless I could be, how I could run into, like, groups of enemies and just get slaughtered and hope that my teammates could come get me in the midst of a bunch of bosses. Like when I was using the Talon, I wasn't used to how frail he was, how frail I had built him, which is probably the most effective way to build him. But I felt pretty guilty because he's just, that's not how I'm used to be playing. I like having some bulk on my guys. But on the Talon Mercenary, that was just a different story. So, just looking back on this, I'm kind of proud that I did it. It was an experience that I'm really glad to have gone through. It was something new. I mean, coming over from Twilight Princess, where something yeah, coming over from like Zelda, where I didn't have to like depend on other people playing with me to help me like get good things to happen. It was new. So I was like, finding teammates was a problem because of the game's like current state where we are right now, and finding good lobbies, good connection. I'm fortunate to have gotten host as many times as I did, because I didn't think I would, and that would have been a problem because you have to adjust your playstyle to what connection you have sometimes, aka Vanguards. But yeah, I'm pretty glad that I had done this, because it was a change. I'm not gonna say life changing, because it was an interesting experience, but not life changing. But it was something that I wish I had started earlier. But I'm happy to have started it when I did. It shouldn't have taken this long either. There were some parts where I, like, I think over some holidays. It wasn't Christmas, but I don't remember. Whatever. Hey, look, he came out of that Banshee grab. But it was over some time where I just didn't upload at all, which I really didn't like, because rendering these videos in HD, my computer isn't the greatest. It's a laptop. My computer takes like 3 hours to render a single video of this, which is most of the time done overnight. But I did it. I'm happy to have done it. I was extremely proud of it. And I really wish, like, especially during those later games, I really wish I could have changed, like, my attitude towards this, because I was really whiny, and it was when I'd got no sleep. Now that that's a legit excuse for being, like, a total whiny bitch during my live commentary, but that's what I would have changed if I could, because no one likes people coming off as that, which I agree, but I sometimes forget when I'm talking and I'm worried about the current situation where everyone else is dead and I'm the only one left with not very good equipment. But I just need more faith in myself. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of what I had to talk about. It's just, I don't really remember or think of much that I have to talk about besides that. It's just, I played Reapers a lot, as I already said. It was a fun ride. It was entertaining, especially during like what I got to react to some of the stuff. I'm glad I didn't get more boluses, because obviously that would have been pretty hilarious reactions, I'll tell you what. But yeah, I'm lucky I wasn't stuck with any bad classes that I'd use. I'm happy with what I got, especially Vanguards and Engineers and stuff. But the video seems about wrapping up, or about almost pretty much done. And my new project, I'll just kind of throw this in there. It's a new. I'm thinking of starting it this week. Today is it's Saturday. It'll probably go up Monday. If not Monday, it'll go up Tuesday. And I hope you look forward to that, because it's something awesome, and I'm looking forward to starting it. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching the series. I appreciate it. Adios. Bye.